EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys come in off what he described as these home fans. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Cleveland. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. So here come the Colts, and they are led by Daniel Jones, now age 29. Started with the Giants, was having a remarkable comeback season until Greggy tore his Achilles in Week 14 of last year.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
There are the numbers a week ago for Najee. 10 carries, he had 52 yards and a touchdown. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion is Warren. From the gun, it's Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Hill brought in motion. Jones going to try and throw on third down. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Jarrett first. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up fourth down. So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. That's Tylan Wallace back to return. This is taken at the 25. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the former Razorback who was drafted in the 5th round of that 2026 draft, Taylon Green.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Throwing, Green. He'll get this out wide, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play fake. Now, Green. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
From the gun, it's Green. On the run to the right. He keeps it himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Again, it's Judkins. They'll take this forward for about 5.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from out of the gun. It's Green. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down.
It's a loss of 14.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Green. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshawn Judkins out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. Schmidt's kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Colts heading out. Their offensive coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter. Jim Bob, one of the great names, of course, in the NFL. He's been a really good coach, too. Now in Season 4 as the OC in Indianapolis. In motion is Warren. Jones now on 1st down. A short pass taken in by Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. As he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Colts with the football to start this.
He's going to have way too many linemen downfield, and then there's going to be a penalty. So he pulls it, can't throw to the desired target like he thought, and he ends up just tucking it and turning into the runner itself. So he added like an extra layer to a traditional RPO, and safe to say it worked.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
He was brought down by Jordan.
So if it comes to the line, second down, they need 14 yards.
33-yard line.
Now Green. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. New set of downs, it's 1st and 10.
And the Browns first down.
Play action. Here's Green. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Browns are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Josh Downs now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Daniel Jones bringing out the Colts offense. They get set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. On first down, and that time the pressure too much. He'll go down. Carson Schlesinger, he gets in for the sack. It took a while. That is his first on the year. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, he's got Warren. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
That's Pierce in motion. Throwing is Jones on third down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Sanchez now to punt this one away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
16-yard line.
To throw is Green. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. The UCLA man, the former first-rounder, Latu, into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. And this drive is over before it can start. He is swallowed up to force fourth down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Colts offense ready to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That's Pierce in motion. On first down, right back to Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Harris. Base to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
21 yards.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. And he will score! Najee Harris, touchdown Colts. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Green. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
2nd and 10.
Green to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Green. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Well, Jorquez on to punt, and the kick is away. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The Colts offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. That's caught in stride by the Cheetah.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Green. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
In the middle, he finds Concepcion. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Green. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
Schmidt now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is down. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Colts offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. First down throw there is incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. He's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this will be incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Colts about to kick this one away. Here's Wallace to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. It has not been easy, but they do work with the lead now as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Off the bootleg, here's Green. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
It's a pickup of 12. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10.
They're going to go play action here with Green. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned. And sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college. And I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
From the 33, here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Harris. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chain.
Pickup of 2 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Now Jones on the bootleg. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another first and 10 here. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 41, here's second and 4. That's Pierce in motion. Jones keeping this one. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 12. That one good for 29. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
To throw, it's Jones. That'll be taken in by Gidden. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here's Jones. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. And once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and It's an easy sack. It's going to bring up fourth down. That's well done right there. Down 3. Obviously, you would have loved a touchdown, but the first job is to just get this game back square, and they were able to accomplish that.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. Second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. Here's Green on 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Judkins. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cleveland.
First down. 1st and 10.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Play fake. Now, Green moving outside the pocket. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Green. Rolling right. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one online. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, so that's an important kick right there. In a game here late, you go ahead, you send your kicker out there to take the lead, and now all eyes turn to your defense. Can they get out there and get a stop and come away with this win?
Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's caught by Hill. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Jones to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce.
Jones pass completes to number 14.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is third down. Shotgun now for Jones. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now, first and goal. Harris. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, second and inches. One more time, it's Harris. And he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Harris.
This is a really well-designed play down in the red zone. We see teams run this time and time again, fast to the flat. What they're doing is they're putting a lot of conflict of responsibility. Those edge defenders in the run game, a lot of times we're also responsible for the flat area in the passing game. So things happen fast, threaten those responsibilities, and let the running back do the rest.
This returnable for Wallace. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here are the Browns, down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 seconds to go. A possible brutal loss to the playoff hopes.
Sacks just continue to be a huge problem all game long, and it's just a brutal time to take one. Now, I understand it's easier said than done, but you've got to find a way as the quarterback to throw that ball away.
There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing, Green. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
Green's pass.
Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go, and it's Green, and he can't get a throw away, taken down, and that will end any hopes of a comeback. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. 2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll go with him again. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. This returnable for Wallace. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it is their
Get ready to shake it.
I went deaf on it.
Break it.
Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more show. Ever since you left me, more diamonds, more gold, more motion, more. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Look in the purse.
I went deaf on it. Yes, my, yes, I, Fiesta. Drop top G-Wagons, we don't do Teslas. Don't pay for the bag, I pay semesters. I turn dream girls to my new extras. Nice game girls do too. Run through the city like the 2 Live Crew. Got a Harlem broad, got a Brooklyn broad. I ain't come this far just to come this far. A friend to all is a friend to none. So don't push me, press the button. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Look in the purse.
I went deaf.
All I need is one night, one chick, dumb drip. Baby want a piece, call me scrumptious. Baby wanna be with me, call me husband. She was singing on my mic, Teddy Ruxpin. This that true love cool, first time I heard the flow, they knew I blew. Christina Pink, Moulin Rouge, got the 3-piece suit, me blue love shoes. I went deaf, blew my mood, I just give it. That's you.
I went deaf on. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Look in the purse.
I went deaf on it. I went deaf. I went deaf.
If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. The pleasure is to play, ain't no difference what you say. I don't say greed, the only card I need is the ace of spades. The ace of spades. Playing for the high road, dancing with the devil, going with the flow, it's all a game to me. Seven or 11, snake eyes watching you. Double up or quit, double strike or split, the ace of spades, the ace of spades. You know I'm going to lose, and gambling's for fools, but that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever.
1 week left. Hey everybody, Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And it's Kenneth Gainwell. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Buccaneers win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. Now for a game that could have playoff implications in the AFC, the Colts traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And this is Najee Harris. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Colts win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Teams just hoping to get through Week 17 unscathed as we check out the injury report. The big news comes from the New England Patriots and their young and improving wideout. He's going to have to work through an injury to his leg. The timetable for his return is about 3 weeks, which would mean the earliest he would come back would be sometime around Championship Sunday. Good time to be in top form as we spotlight the Week 17 Player of the Week. And we'll spotlight this man, Aaron Rodgers. He was rock solid in the win at Tennessee, running the offense as well as can be with 4 touchdown passes. The Steelers win their 2nd straight, and they do it in style. Meanwhile, a look here at the top performers in the NFL, guys finishing strong as the late stages of the season are upon us. 1 week to play, one final chance for guys to make their MVP case as we check out the current favorites. The leader, a man who stayed healthy and is slinging it all over the field, Joe Burrow of Cincinnati. With that, a look here at the playoff picture, things tightening up here late in the year. So that'll do it. 1 week remains in the regular season. Can't wait till next weekend. Until then, Scott Hanson saying goodnight from all of us at EA Sports.
We're here on the banks of the Ohio River, and there is some rain in the forecast. It could impact play here at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by the man from Arkansas, getting the start here, their rookie quarterback.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. All he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
11 on the play. First down, Browns.
Once again, Judkins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Browns at 10-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On the tackle there was DJ Turner. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Right back to him on 1st down. Escapes the defender. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dylan Sampson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. A little juke. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry here for Chase Brown. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they'll get it up just short of the 40. Four. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Browns.
They go play action here on 1st down. gain of a couple there.
2 yards on the pickup.
And it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They run the counter. Sampson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. He can create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on Down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
It's 4th down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. On 1st down, Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
1st down, Cleveland.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another 1st down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Browns.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Sampson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Another run here with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Andre Schmidt on for the Browns field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
now
and
Burrow.
5.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Here's Ryan Rico now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And less than a yard.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And quickly, they get to the line.
On the tackle. A gain of 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
First down, Cleveland.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a touchdown. The Commanders finish at 5-12. Big changes forthcoming, but they do get the win here in Week 18. On now to our playoff hunt segment, and this game has playoff implications in the AFC race. It's the Steelers in Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And he says this is it. It's Aaron Rodgers and his final NFL regular season game. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. Lastly, time for our final impact player for the regular season, a guy who's made an impact all year. It's this man. And this is Jackson Smith-Njigba. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. 71 yards to the house. The Seahawks do, however, wind up falling in this one. With that, one final check of the playoff picture. Take a good look. That's how things stand as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks. We welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Bengals offense heading back out, and there you see offensive coordinator Dan Pitcher. These guys trail here in the second half, so every drive important now as they try to mount a comeback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
11.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other until late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big 13.
Burrow will throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy.
It's a turnover on downs.
Now Green off the play fake. There's a short one caught by Fannin, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. A give. Here's Judkins. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
26. It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to make the tackle, Demetrius Knight that time. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fast footwork by Sanders. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Off-play action. Green. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow on play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Barney, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Short throw to Disley. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Mekhi Blackman on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Now a carry for Sanders.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. running it with a fullback Burton. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incomplete. Blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And the Browns getting set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3rd and goal. Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Browns 24. Bengals 16.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down, Cleveland.
Looking to throw. Green. He's got Burton here. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 4. This one complete to Burton. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to lose yardage here. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Burrow. Catch on the left side, Yosivash. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's complete to Chase. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing, Burrow. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Burrow. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow going to change things up. To throw, Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Browns, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Negotiations are completely driven by a player's persona DNA now. Pay attention to patience and interest as you're negotiating, because when patience runs out, the negotiation session is over. Once interest is full, the player is ready to accept the deal you negotiated.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 17. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to
Tried leaving where I come from, but always gonna go back.
The playoffs are set. Hey everybody, Scott Hansen here. This is your final weekly recap of the regular season, presented by Lowe's. Lots to get to this week. We start in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And it's the rookie from Arkansas, Talon Green. He connects for a 5-yard touchdown. The Browns will be a part of this year's playoffs. They get the victory here in the regular season finale. Now for a game with potential playoff implications in the NFC. It's the Bears visiting Minneapolis to take on the Vikings. And this is Caleb Williams. He was unstoppable in this one. 2 touchdown passes, including this one. He also had 2 rushing touchdowns. The Bears are going to wind up winning by 17. Some teams have the benefit of resting their starters. Others need to go all out now. Let's check out the Week 18 injury report. The big news of the week is the New York Jets and their pass rusher extraordinaire. He was removed from last week's game and was moving very gingerly due to an injury to his hip. It's a big loss on the eve of the playoffs. He is done for the year. Time now for our final EA Sports Player of the Week segment for the regular season. And we'll hand the award to this man, Darius Slayton. He was terrific despite the snowy conditions. And by that, I mean he finished with more than 200 yards receiving. That's not a stat line you're going to see every weekend. Meanwhile, let's take a look here at the rest of the top performers in the NFL in this, the final week of the regular season. With the regular season now complete, time for a final look at the NFL leaders in passing yards. And the top spot belongs to Brock Purdy. Congratulations to him. He finishes number 1 in the NFL. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. So now the regular season comes to a close. It's on to the playoffs. A little bittersweet, admittedly, but we thank you for joining us on this journey. Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando.
Oh, there's a calling that I can't ignore out in the wild. If you keep pushing, gonna hear me roar. Soul is on fire. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, hey. Push me so far till I break. Push me so far till I break. Push me so far till I break. You should have thought before you let me out the cage. Before you let me out the cage. Oh, there's a hunger coming over me, burns like a fever. If you don't think I'll hunt you down, I'll make you a believer. Push me so far till I break. Push me so far till I break. Push me so far till I break. You should have thought before you let me out the cage. Yeah. Before you let me out the cage.
Eyes closed and my heart open, just to get this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how goofies a move for the green, saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge just to watch set it ablaze? Don't get me heated, ain't no way to control the inferno. Feel a spirit of prodigy, I've been keeping it thorough. I'd rather do it by my lonely than fake with the pack. And if you can't stay down, then stay where you at. I feel like we the new standard. I'm going over the matters from information I gathered. I'm finding the answers. I've been reading over the chapters. They doctoring up the numbers, forging all of their data. My godly values, speak at high volumes without ever having to be the loudest in the room. I move like a commander in the military. You ain't even qualified. Get past the preliminaries. Separate a war winners from a war presenters. I seen some evil done. I'm still shaking off the jitters. I'm coming with the thunder. Yeah, I'm going Thor with the hammer. Was counting 6, 7, 8 before I lived in Atlanta. It's my heart that make me different. This link is apocalyptic. Me and out, moving pure than our division. I'm tired of acting like this ain't watered